This is one of the better decks, I'm told, in the standard constructed format right now. Okay, opponent has no basics. Let's go ahead and just load the bench up here. Again, never want to play your Shaymin out as one of your starters because it has an ability when you play it out that it fills your hand up. Opponent's playing some kind of electric deck with artillery, likely to just draw cards. Would like to draw an extra card, thank you. Start with that on the bench, sure. My opponent is on the play here too, so like playing out these extra Pokemon when my opponent's on the play is also valuable because in case my opponent plays an N on the first turn of the game. So the basis of this deck is to assemble a bunch of Volcanion-EXs and then steam them up, use their steam ability, discarding extra fire energy from my hand, and then use regular Volcanion to power heater for extra damage, and then attach the energies that the steam ups have discarded to these Volcanion-EXs on my bench. And there's the old turn 1 N, so glad we played out all our extra bench guys. Mareeps, Shockwave, Tackle. I'm going to go ahead and put that on there. I'm going to put a Fighting Fury Belt on here. Mono red Pokemon. This is basically mono red Pokemon. It is a fairly aggressive deck. I'm going to go ahead and Trainer Mail here. Do I want another Float Stone? That's yeah, that's probably fine to Snake for now. I'm going to put these Float Stones on my Volcanions. Ultra Ball's not a bad pickup. We'll go ahead and grab that. So you want to just pick up a couple of energies here so we can, I'm going to go ahead and put a Float Stone on here. And I think I'm actually going to ditch this and go grab a Shaymin to draw up here. We're looking to draw into some energies here, basically. You have an N to attempt to draw some energies as well. So Fighting Fury Belt makes this do plus 10 damage. So if I'm able to even find one fire energy for this Volcanion steam up, we can knock out this Mareep they have here. Faded Town. Go ahead and slide that out there. And then yeah, I'm going to go ahead and steam up here and discard this fire energy out of my hand. Then I'm going to go ahead and N, I think. Shuffle our hands into our deck so we each draw 6 new ones. That might be a little aggressive since my opponent only has 3 cards in their hand, but probably a non-zero chance that they're going to be able to... I'm actually not going to take anything here because I already have the Sycamore in my hand. And I'm probably going to use it next turn. So this Power Heater should knock out my opponent's Mareep because it doesn't do 60. Yep, it does 20 plus 10 plus 30 from this this heat up. And we'll go ahead and start stacking some energies up on this Volcanion here, EX, so it can eventually get to Volcanic Heat. One hit KO some bigger guys and gals. Going Farm Star TCG? Fam Star TCG? Look at that. Reading is hard. Once during your turn before you attack me, put 3 damage counters on one of your Pokemon's EX Pokemon. That's pretty good. This is standard right now. Standard Volcanio. There's the Remoraid for the artillery we saw earlier. Hey, what's going on, Marty? Morning, afternoon, night. Howdy, howdy. Everyone is enjoying welcome to 2017. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on here, and then I'm going to go ahead and steam up here. And then I think I'd rather Sycamore than do anything else here. So yes, I'm just going to go ahead and Sycamore. We hit another Volcanion here, so we can do that. I don't actually need to steam this up, though. Worth noting, because it's just going to get one hit KO'd anyways. I think I want to put energies on here for the artillery at some point, perhaps. I'm going to go ahead and slide this Fighting Fury belt out on Entei, perhaps, just so it's out of my hand. And then we'll go ahead and Power Heater and knock their dork out. Go ahead and put energies on these dorks. Grab a prize here. Okay, so they're putting up their Ampharos. Giggle, flip a coin if heads, this is 40 more. If tails, they're paralyzed. Wow, that card's pretty strong. This card's like really strong, huh? It gets to just like nail my EX Pokemon every turn and can paralyze them and stuff. Thankfully we have a switch here, which is nice. Lysandre gonna knock out my Shaymin and grab 2 prizes, probably. Oh, okay, sure. Gonna do 120 there. Again, I think I'm gonna put some extra energies up on this guy, and then we're gonna go ahead and play this switch out to put this Volcanion active, and then we will go ahead and steam this guy up a little bit here. So this is gonna do 160 now, which this is gonna get knocked out. Do I want to N is the question. I don't think I do at this point. My opponent's got 6 and I've got 4. So I probably... You probably heard me say this before. Every time I just don't support her in a turn, it feels like a spew. So let's go ahead and verse Seeker for a Sycamore here and do that right quick. See what we find. Hey, elixirs are not bad. Opponent concedes. We're doing stuff. We're going to knock their guy out. I'm doing well. All tails, welcome. Howdy, howdy to everyone filing in. We are playing some standard Pokemon Constructed today. Playing the Volcanion deck. Notice, let me position this a little bit better. Notice there's a logo in the top center of the screen there for the Super Rod Cast. They are sponsoring the Pokemon portion of my stream for January, so you should go check them out. They talk about competitive Pokemon TCG gameplay on their podcast every week. You can find them on iTunes and SoundCloud and Facebook and Twitter, all at the Super Rodcast. My opponent is waiting to choose their active Pokemon. Anyone got tips to get started with it online? To make people taste the rainbow. I want to get a feel for this Volcanion deck. We'll probably play, we'll almost certainly play the Rainbow Road deck at some point. Rainbow Road is currently my favorite deck in Standard and Expanded, but one of the things you want to do when getting a feel for a game and a format is you want to make sure you play all the different decks that exist in these formats yourself, so that way you kind of have a good grasp of how to beat them, because you're better able to understand what to prioritize, like knocking out and stuff like that, if you have played against these decks before. God, that's real awkward. I think I'm actually going to take... Normally you wanna end before you Sycamore in a lot of decks, but getting energies in my bin actually isn't a downside, really, in the opener in this deck, because you want to Volcanio them back into play. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab the Sycamore and start on Sycamore here. Okay, let me just get set right up here. We'll go ahead and Hoopa-EX and search for some EX Pokemon. Oh, that's pretty unfortunate. We got 2 of all the Volcanios are in the prizes. So we play 4 Volcanio EXs, and so there are only 2 in the deck, so that means 2 must be in our prize cards here. So let's play these out. And then we can go ahead and Faded Town just to get that out there. And go ahead and Professor's Letter, pick some energies up here. This game is probably the most distinct of all the different non-Magic TCGs. A lot of the non-Magic TCGs have a lot of overlap with Magic, like in how the resource systems work and things like that. And Pokemon is just very, very different in how the resource management and just a lot of how the game works. It's one of the reasons I find it so interesting. Let me find you this video. Tulare Community College did a great adcom. There we go. Look at that. We have a how-to Pokemon command. Now, so that video by the Tulare Community College professor is very, very good. It explains the basics of the game and gives you kind of a better idea of... It won't obviously show you what all the cards do. I try to talk about what the different cards do as we play them, as my opponents play them, but that will give you a base idea of how to play the game itself. It's about a 10-minute video. So the basis of the game, though, is you got to knock out your opponent's Pokemon, and you either knock out all their Pokemon that don't have any benches left when you knock out their primary, you win the game, or if you collect all 6 of your prize cards, you win the game. And a lot of the competitive Pokemon decks, the core of the decks is made up by a set of like 20 to 25 or so really powerful trainer or action cards that add consistency. Like this card called Ultra Ball, discards 2 cards from your hand and search your deck for a Pokemon. So a lot of the decks in this game are super consistent compared to like what we're used to in Magic and stuff. Maya Barrier Break. This attack damage isn't affected by weakness or resistance of the active Pokemon, and it still has Assault Bloom. This attack does 70 more. Wow, that's pretty good. It's 10 more. Oh, this is the Vespa Queen deck. All right, so this deck sets up Be Revenge, which is 10 more for each Pokemon in your discard pile, and right now they've got 3, 4, 5 Pokemon in their discard pile. Why does this thing's attacks cost less? What am I missing here? Why do its attacks cost less? This doesn't have any energy on it, right? What am I... I'm very clearly missing something. So let's go ahead and steam up here and discard this energy. Let's go ahead and put Faded Town out here. I can Fisherman if I want and pick some basics back up. I can also just Shaymin to get started here. I don't hate the Mega ability. They're free. Where does it say that? I don't see that anywhere on here. Alright, so Shaymin can draw us up some cards. That's probably an okay place to start. Okay, Fighting Fury Belt's not bad. So I've steamed up once. Let's go ahead and try this Max Elixir and see if we get anything. We do. Sweet. Max Elixir's pretty good in this deck. You got a lot of consistency. The one under the break. Okay. Okay. Oh, got it. Ignore all energy. Sonic version. It still has these abilities too. Okay, thank you. There's always a lot going on in this game. Unfortunately, God, they all have free retreat costs basically. Probably just gonna have to let him knock this Shaymin out. Do I have any decent supporters in here? Not that I really want to play. Yeah, I think I'm just passing the turn here. I guess I could Lysandre the Shaymin, but I almost don't mind if this dies. So yeah, I think I'm just going to pass the turn. Yeah, and like I said, if you've seen me stream before, one of my big my only real complaints about the interface in this game is why can't I look at this the way so I can read it? All right, so we're gonna put this Volcanion up here and knock this guy right on out. He's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Pokemon in his bench right now. Or in the discard pile. So this is gonna, when I hit this, it's gonna put 3 more in there, so that'll be 10, so it'll be 120 that this is dealing. Let's start with Fisherman here, I think. Grab some energies back to my hand here. And go ahead and put one of these on here. At any time between terms, put on each Mega Evolution. This is a break, not a Mega. So this is doing 10. This is doing 110 right now, so I need to steam up once in order to make this attack be lethal. And then I can go ahead and Ultra Ball here for my last Volcanion, I think. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. Damn it. The last one's in the prizes, right? We figured that out earlier? Yeah, whoops. Alright, well, I guess we'll grab this Entei then. I guess we don't really need it, but that's still annoying. Should remember that. One of the things, I need to remember to make notes of that when I actually play. So he steamed up once, so I can just go ahead and steam Artillery here, which will knock this out. That's 140 exactly. We will collect a prize card. There's one of the Volcanions. I guess something to note there, I've probably kind of mismanaged this, that doesn't, Power Heater is the one that puts the extra energies on my bench Pokemon, so maybe I'm supposed to have done that. Good chance this is just going to be lethal with them discarding here. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 13, 15. Yeah, it's very possible I should have used Power Heater last turn. Yeah, almost certainly should have used Power Heater last turn. Grab a Sycamore here. Howdy, Durfiend. Actually, is N better than Sycamore? Yeah, N's kind of better than Sycamore, I think. It's gonna take their hand away and give them just 3 cards, so I'll get 5. Unfortunately, that did not do much for our hand here. We just have to pass the turn, basically, right? Yeah. I mean, most Pokemon decks have more trainers than Pokemon in them. What's going on here is I believe we are going to lose because I made a mistake. We'll see though. Another Nubble DCE on this Vespa Queen probably means death. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this Volcano up here that has the Float Stone on it. That means we can retreat it for free. So what's the goal here? Oh, there's one of the things we need to do. And then I think we need to... there's one Max Elixir left in the deck. So I think I need to versus Seeker into Sycamore for Max Elixir, and then Max Elixir a third energy onto here. Okay, step 1. Step 2. And then we can retreat this to here. And then we can go ahead and kindly ask this queen to sit down. Another Volcanion-EX. And this, because it has a Fighting Fury belt on it, has 180 plus 40 hit points, so I don't think it gets knocked out in one hit by this. I could be wrong, though. It does 10 extra for each Pokemon in their discard pile, so it's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So this is doing 200 right now. Okay, so opponent's gonna be able to Lysandre out probably the Float Stone Volcano. That's really aggressive. Oh, they've only got 2 price cards left. Yeah. That's a good line. We are dead because they're gonna collect their last 2 price cards. This is standard constructed. Let's give this another try here. I think the turn I messed up there was the turn I used the 3 energy move on the non-EX Volcanion instead of using Steam Up to return energies to the guys on my bench, so it just took me a little bit too much setup, but good chance we might still lose either way there. I won the coin flip. Yes, I would like to go first. Yeah, there's prison decks that exist in this game, and there are there's prison decks. There are this card is so awkward in this deck. I get that it's powerful, but reduces the damage from my attacks by 20. That seems super awkward. Check out this link. It's a little bit easier than me just talking rehashing all of the things that very handy link will be able to tell you very nicely. We're gonna go ahead and Ultra Ball here, which lets us thin our hand out a little bit. I think I want to keep. Nah, I probably don't care about the Max Elixir right now. Actually, I think I'd rather have the Fighting Fury belt. So let's go ahead and ditch this in the Olympia. I'll go grab this base Volcano. And then we'll play this Volcano and put our Fighting Fury belt tool on it. And then we'll go ahead and play this Shaymin, which will allow us to draw up to 6 cards in our hand, because there's an ability when it comes onto our bench to do that. Sweet. Yeah, the game, like I said, the dynamics of this game are really, really pretty interesting in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and attach my 1 energy for the turn on here. Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail and see what we find here. Max Elixir's not bad. Now, I guess that's a little loose. So I'm probably going to Sycamore here. Yeah, Larynx, me too. Like I've been saying, you know, since I started playing, there's this really odd stigma attached. Oh, I forgot to punt. Oh, that's a huge punt. I forgot to use the steam up ability before I discarded those energies. This is turn 1 anyways though, right? So I guess it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and Elixir again here. Grab another fire energy for this guy. So it doesn't matter that I didn't steam up because I can't attack this turn anyways. I guess I'm just going to pass the turn here. Yeah, I'm not going to burn the Professor's Letter yet because my opponent might play an N on their turn of the game. Yeah, Sho, that's the really sweet thing. There's a lot of people just interacting with their opponents. Basically, everyone's getting to execute their strategy almost every single game because of how consistent all of the decks are. Yeah, feel free to ask specific questions. General, how does the game work? I'm going to refer you to the YouTube video that we linked before. But if you have specific questions about interactions or things that are going on, feel free to ask. Again, I always try to talk about what we're doing and why, but I know there's a lot going on. So my opponent's taking their setup turn here, so they grab their Hoopa-EX with their Ultra Ball, and Hoopa's going to let them search through their deck for 3 more Pokemon. Usually you get 2 Pokemon that are going to fight, and then a Shaymin to gas back up and draw more cards. My opponent has a Rayquaza EX here, which has Intensifying Burn, and my opponent got 2 Pokemon and a Shaymin, just like I said. So they evolved this into an M Rayquaza EX that does 30 more times the amount of your benched Pokemon. There are unwinnable matchups. Just because your decks are all consistent on what they do doesn't mean things aren't unwinnable. Like there's plenty of games of Magic where like both decks do what they want to do, but one deck just like lines up really well against everything else. I'm not sure on the cost of cards specifically. I am borrowing a lot of the cards that I'm playing, all of the cards actually that I'm playing right now. One of my buddies is pretty big into Pokemon, and he get me use his account to get set up with here basically. Are we gonna get one hit KO'd here? Yep, looks like it. So that does 240 because they've got 8 Pokemon on their bench. They have the Skyfield card in play. Normally each person can only have 5 Pokemon on their bench, but the Skyfield allows each person to have 8. Thankfully, I think we're going to be able to knock them out right back here. I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball, discarding Fisherman and Sycamore here, I think. Fisherman's pretty important to have in our deck for later, actually. Yeah, I guess we've got plenty of Earth Seekers. Yeah, I'll bin Fisherman and Sycamore here, and we'll go grab our Hoopa, hopefully. Yeah, our Hoopa is in our prizes. That's sad. So Hoopa is the guy that he played that lets you search your deck for stuff. So I was hoping to be able to search our deck for stuff here, but unfortunately, we do not have that guy in there. He's in our prize cards here somewhere. So on Professor's Letter and grab some energy cards here. And then we can use this Steam Up ability, which will make our attack do 30 more points of damage here. So we've got plus 60 points of damage right now. So right now this is dealing 60, 160, and then Fighting Fury Belt adds 10 to we're at 170. I'm going to go ahead and Shaymin-EX here and draw up to 6 cards in my hand. Parallel City is an excellent drawer. So this card, like I said, is awkward for us, but it's in here explicitly for the deck my opponent's playing right now. And other decks like theirs. This says my opponent can only have 3 Pokemon on their bench, so they're going to have to lose a bunch of these guys off their bench, and then their primary attack here does 30 damage times your number of benched Pokemon. So this is only going to do 90 damage instead of the 240 it did last turn. I can Ultra Ball for my last Volcanion, but that doesn't seem particularly good, I don't think. I'm definitely going to end here. I guess Ultra Balling for my last Volcanion doesn't seem awful. Just so I, like, have them all out on my bench. Yeah, let's do that. Grab my last EX here. And I'm going to go ahead and play this out and activate it. Activate Steam Up. So now I'm doing plus 90. I'm doing plus 100 damage right now, which isn't quite enough to knock out my opponent's 220 hit points. We'll go ahead and end here. We'll each shuffle our hands back in. I don't have a hand. How unlucky. Their hand goes back in their deck, and they only draw 4 cards because they have 4 prizes. I'm going to go ahead and slide a Float Stone out on this guy. Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail in case we find an Elixir. Yeah, for Seekers, okay to have for later. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to use my Power Heater ability, even though it does less damage, because I want to grab energies from my discard pile and start attaching them to my Volcanion EXs on my discard pile. How's it going, Hovis? Yeah, this game's a lot of fun. I could possibly lose this. He has to get a bunch more bench Pokemon back out here. This attack does 30 times the amount of Pokemon on the bench. So yeah, so this only does 120, and I've got 160 hit points right now. So my guy is not quite knocked out here. I'm gonna go ahead and put Faded Town into play here, which means I only have to do 20 extra damage. I have to only do 100 damage here, so my top attack is gonna be lethal. What does that mean? Does that mean I want to just use Steam Artillery here? I'm not sure. I could... There's a Fisherman in here. Yeah, I think I want to use Steam Up and kill him with the Power Heater attack because I want to get extra energy on my Volcanion EXs here on my bench. So we haven't used this yet, so we'll go ahead... Oh, should have benched that so I could bin the Shaymin. Yeah, you're right. Should have put this on the bench, then discarded a Shaymin when I got rid of the... I'm going to go ahead and attach an energy to here, and then go ahead and Steam Up one more time here. Leaves me with 2 energies exactly in here, so we can go ahead and Power Heater for plus 90, so this should do 120. And then we'll go ahead and attach energies to these two, so they are ready and rearing to go. So this guy is likely going to get knocked out this turn. My opponent just needs DCE in order, double colorless energy in order to do that. But we have a Volcanio as a follow-up here that'll be able to do some amount of damage. What's the goal? The goal of our deck is to get a bunch of energies into our hand and play, and then use our fire Pokemon to one-shot whatever our opponent has going on. Right on time, Hoopa. Welcome to the party. There is not a maximum hand size in this game. Opponent is gassing back up here. We're pretty likely going to be able to knock this out with Volcanion next turn. Because this has 20 damage on it, and we have another Faded Town here, so that's another free 20 points of damage to this. So we only have to do 180 to this, which is Volcanio Heat plus 2 Steam Ups. We've got plenty of energy here in our hand. So they are going to knock out my Volcanio here, but they don't have energies on any of their other Pokemon here, which is pretty good for us. Go and put this up here. Max Elixir to start. See what we find. Nothing. It's fine. It's the first time Max Elixir's bricked in this deck. Let's go ahead and slide Faded Town out here. And then I will... My opponent's got to discard their extra bench Pokemon here. I'll go ahead and put this on here. Maybe I'm supposed to put it on this Volcanio, so that way I can use the power heater to attach them from the bin. That's probably the case. Yeah, and then this needs to do at least 180, so I need to steam up twice here and discard these last two. Steam up again. Then we will go ahead and bring the heat. 190 puts it to 210. The Faded Town knocks it out. Grab 2 prize cards here. Correct. I'm aware, Missile. I'm aware why this deck is a better Max Elixir deck. Less tilt. Far less tilt when you have more hits. Seeker is a great pickup here because it allows us to grab this Fisherman back out of our discard pile, which can give us more energies to power things. Lysander's pretty good here. They're going to be able to switch up one of my Shaymins. Oh, they're just going to put this one up. Sure. Start on Trainer Mail, see what we find. A Switch, that makes our life easy. So we'll go ahead and we'll play the Switch and put this up. And then I'll go ahead and I will Verse Seeker for the Fisherman back to our hand. And then I'm going to play this Fisherman out and grab a bunch of energies here. And then I need to steam up twice here to knock out this Vulpix. Oh, was that a mistake? No. Wait. I could have... I had lethal via Lysander. Yeah, you're right. You are definitely right. Had lethal via Lysander. I was thinking about that as soon as I started doing it. Yep, you're right. Miss lethal. They're going to grab N. Okay, yep. So now we're actually going to be in trouble. I probably should have attached my extra energy to this, actually, so I could switch. I could have switched to my Volcanio that does 130. Regice, and then this can never be damaged by an EX Pokemon. So we lost the game here because I missed lethal. That's fine. Don't have any non-EX Pokemon left. Well, let's queue up another one here. So we could have switched to my Volcanion, which does 130, and then Lysandered out one of their Pokemon with less than 130 life and taken the win there. Never not heads. Aha! Victory. Gosh, that's sad. Last time Hoopa was in our prizes. This time Hoopa is our opener. Start by Trainer Mail. Hopefully finding an Ultra Ball. Okay, yeah, there's first wish granted. Trainer Mail again, I suppose. Float Stone will come in handy at some point here. That is my son. This is my oldest, Jacob. Let's go ahead and slide Float Stone out here on this dork. Then let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. We'll discard Reverse Seeker and this and go grab a Volcanio here. Put the Fighting Fury belt on him and then Sycamore to draw 7 new cards. His hair is great, isn't it? Go ahead and Max Elixir here and Brick. Tilt! Put this on here. Shaymin, draw some more cards here. Nah, I don't do giveaways. I always thought giveaways were stupid. They're so gimmicky. If you don't want to be here because if you only want to be here for free stuff, you should, like, if free stuff's the goal, you should probably just, like, get a job and, like, work a little bit, and then you could buy the crappy stuff that I'm giving away that most people give away that's not really worth much. I always thought giveaways were so gimmicky. You should be here because you want to watch my content. How's it going, Maddie? In fact, the only major giveaways we've ever done on this stream is because Bamonte put them together and made me do it. He's giving away top tier advice for free. You are never too young to work. You're never too young to work. That's also good sage life advice. Never too young to have a job. You hear that, Jacob? Never too young to have a job. Yeah, it's funny. You smiling. Say, but Dad, I'm only 3. This is job acting as a shrubber. It's a beard extender, the old curly beard extender. The coal mine. Doesn't have to be a miserable job, or one that kills you slowly. Yeah, elixir bricks, elixir bricks, elixir bricks. It's nice when they're elixir bricks. I can get Yveltal here. This does 60. Oh, you want some cheese sticks? I got you, kid. There you go. Alright, so I hit for 70 there because of the Fighting Fury belts. This is 220, so we're definitely not one-hitting this. Let's go ahead and max Elixir here. Look at that. No Elixir bricks here. Never, not once. Do I want to steam up with this? I probably want to steam up with this. Go ahead and verse Seeker here. Grab Sycamore back. Sycamore again. Go ahead and put another Volcanion out here. We can max Elixir again. Yay, look at that. 2 Elixir hits in a row. Running hot. Hot as fire. What am I doing here? Do I just want to steam this up? It's basically the same, right? If I just steam this up, because I'm just going to attach it to one of these anyways. Let's get some extra damages in. So we'll go ahead and power heater here. It does 90. We can put energies on these dorks. Perhaps I'm supposed to attach an energy to this Volcanion, actually. So this has 90 out of 220 hit points right now, so that means this is going to be able to kill it. That turns off all of my Pokemon powers, so that was nice while it lasted. That does 110. Yep. So down that goes. We can go ahead and slide this out here. This does not have any abilities, so no point in playing that out. I guess I'm just gonna Volcanion heat this and hope we hit something decent in our prizes. Just the types of Pokemon that they use, Atlas. They're similar. They're similar ideas. The main benefit to the Rainbow Road deck, or difference, I guess it would be that the Rainbow Road deck is attacking with a basic Pokemon, whereas the M Rayquaza deck needs EX into a Mega Evolution in order to execute its large attack. Your opponent can't play Tool, Special Energy, or Stadium cards next turn. Alright, so what am I doing here? This is just going to die next turn, basically. I like throwing one of these guys under a bus. I wish I had put this second energy from here onto here so I could slide this out here and then power heater and charge my guys up. So I can't attack with that because you can only use Volcanic Heat every other turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and Olympia here and then swap this. Oh, wait, I can Olympia into this Hoopa, and then the Hoopa has a Float Stone on it, which means he can retreat for free, and then we can switch back to this, because putting it on the bench, then putting it back out resets the you can't use this. That does 140. So now if we draw a switch, we can run that trick again and then knock their guy out. I figured it out, Ryan. I figured it out, okay? I'm sure you were over there. I was typing an angry chat and text. Yep, I figured it out. Got there before you hit send. Are you playing with my chair? You trying to lower me down, child? I actually know what I'm supposed to do here. Let's start with the Max Elixir. This has to go on here, I'm assuming. So this is going to get knocked out next turn, so I basically have to retreat it. Yeah. Let's put this up and start putting energies on my other guys and gals, I guess. Let's go ahead and power heater here, which only does 20, unfortunately, and it'll put energy on here and here. Opponent had 10 extra hit points there, which is a little unfortunate. They're gonna retreat this for a Shaymin? Nope. Okay. So they're just giving me the prizes. I guess they're gonna get one prize back next turn, but that still seems okay for me. I have 2 energies in here. 3 energies. So yeah, I guess I'm just hitting power heater again here and then sliding energy on here and here. Attach energy here and here. Grab 2 prize cards. Okay, it's not bad. How does Dragon Energy work? The Dragon Energy counts as 2 types at any time on here. So this counts as the double Dragon Energy cover the Psychic Leaf cost or Psychic Grass cost that this Chaos Wheel attack needs. No, so this is what's called an EX Pokemon, which is basically a souped up basic Pokemon. And what EX Pokemon does is when you knock out an EX Pokemon, your opponent gets to collect extra prizes for it, essentially. I think I'm just going to put this guy up and use the combat. Actually, I guess I could put Hoopa up and decide what I'm doing here in a second. $17 cards left in my deck. I can slide an energy out onto this one and then Sycamore here. That doesn't seem completely unreasonable. Do I have a Lysandre in my deck somewhere still? Oh, I guess if I Sycamore, I can't Lysandre this turn, so... yeah, I guess I'm going to play an energy out on here and then Sycamore. I guess I could... I have a bunch of cards in my hand that aren't doing anything, so I can just Ultra Ball here and then just kind of see, like, what's up in my deck. There's another Volcanio. The Lysandre's in there. I've got 2 Verse Seekers in there. Yeah, okay. Maybe I should have played this out and put the energy on this, actually. That's probably a little loose. I forgot I had that in my hand. Let's go ahead and Sycamore here. There also might have been merit to grabbing the other base Volcanio out of my deck with that Ultra Ball and playing it there. Alright, we hit a Switch. Switch is pretty good, because it allows me to run the back-forth Gambit with this guy. Do I want to put this guy up and hit this for 130? That doesn't seem like the worst. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I can't kill it with my Volcano. This has 170 life. And my Steam Up ability isn't working currently because there's a Garbodor back here. Yeah, if we could have one shot, that was not me missing lethal like last game. That was me understanding what was going on. N is real unfortunate, so we're gonna shuffle our hand back into our deck and draw 2 cards. Hey, still have the Switch. Hashtag skill game. I won't be surprised to see him put this Garbo up into play here, so that way I can't just knock this out and then... Yeah, they have to put the Garbo up here, right? So they don't lose the game. Need more sticks? Ugh. Mail into Lysandre? Yeah, we could mail into Lysandre. Probably grabbing this versus Seeker. The game client is very visually appealing. You're not wrong. Yeah, we're definitely taking versus Seeker here. Nope, not Ultra Ball versus Seeker. And then I can go ahead and play Switch here and put the Hoopa up. And then we can Hoopa retreat for free because of the Float Stone. Put the Volcanion up. Before I knock his guy out, I probably want to play... the Verse Seeker. Actually, I'm going to... Yeah, let's grab the Sycamore. That's probably better, so... Fighting Fury Belt. Nice. Can slide this out on something. Probably this guy, actually. How do I just win? Did I miss lethal again? I didn't have a Lysandre in here, right? No? I mean, he likely can't come back from this, I agree. But the game isn't over just yet. Why does switching in and out again let it attack? Because that's... Because they can't use attack, but switching resets that. Yeah, for some reason switching resets it. I don't know exactly why switching resets it, but it does. I know that that's a legal play. Alright, so I can Trainer Mail here. Grab Lysandre. And then this has 40 hit points left. So there's probably a couple ways I can win here. But let's just Lysandre this up front. And then I can go ahead and retreat this for this. And then I can go ahead and combat blast 20 more for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So this will do 40, I believe. Let's steam up just in case. But I believe this does 40, so this should do 70 here. Yeah, sweet. Alright, and grab our last prize. GGWP opponent. So, to be fair, the only reason why changing zones in Magic and like hand and stuff makes things create new instances of cards, and especially for the hand, is because you can't track that. You have, like, honestly, like, you're like, well, this could be a different version of the same card, like your hand's a hidden zone. We actually just had a game where Hoopa... We actually just had 2 games in a row where Hoopa was our opening Pokemon, and Hoopa was one of our prize cards. So, and we won one of them, and we would have won the other one if I hadn't missed lethal. Sweet. Don't have... My opponent has no basics. We're going to draw an extra card this hand. Yeah, this hand's great. We got an Ultra Ball to go find our Hoopa. Opponent is playing some kind of fairy deck. Could be Rainbow Road. Could be Garbodor. Yeah, exactly. Magic and Pokemon are not digital TCGs. Pokemon has a digital client, but is not considered a digital TCG. It is adhering to all the rules like we make a paper game work. Would like to draw an extra card. Thank you. Shaymin, hey, look, Volcanion-EX to get us started here. Trainer Mail, see what we find. Sycamore, sure, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball here. And I'm going to bin Sycamore and Olympia because that way they're in my discard pile for later when I have Versus Seekers. I have a Hoopa here, and one of my Volcanion-EXs is in my prizes. So we'll go ahead and grab Hoopa. And then Hoopa, when he comes into play, he allows us to find 3 EX Pokemon. So we'll go ahead and grab those. We'll grab the 2 Volcanios that are in our deck and a Shaymin. Grab these. I'll go ahead and put this out and put this out. And then we can go ahead and play the Faded Town. We just kind of want to try and get our hand empty here, basically, so we can draw more with the Shaymin. So let's go ahead and do that and draw up here. Looking for some energies, basically. Well, Fighting Fury Belts are something to do with some of these cards before we end at least. So let's go ahead and slide those onto these dorks and then N. Hey, there's some energies. God bless. Alright, so... slide out another Fighting Fury Belt here, because why not in case we get end. Go ahead and play this Max Elixir, swing and a hit. Attach this energy to here. I'm going to go ahead and attach this energy to here and pass the turn. Yeah, I can't attack on the first turn. That was all the first turn of the game. So you can't attack on the first turn. And my opponent did end there, which is good, because we didn't really have many energies. That's annoying. Alright, well, I'll put the Volcano up that has energy attached to it, I guess. Start on Trainer Mail here, I think. Grab a Professor's Letter. So I could Verse Seeker for Olympia. That seems okay. So let's Verse Seeker for Olympia here. And then I can Olympia this back for this. And then... gosh, I'm going to be 1 short, aren't I? No, wait. 1, 2, so that's 91. Yeah, I'm 1 short. I'm 10 points short here. Because I can steam up 3 times, which is 90. And then Fighting Fury Belt is 10, which is... Fighting Fury Belt is 10, which is 100, and then plus 20 is 120. This is 130 health, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna steam up. Twice here, I think. So that way I get the maximum amount of energies into my discard pile that I need for Power Heater to bring back. And then we'll go ahead and Power Heater here for 90 damage and put energies on these guys. Okay. Switch isn't bad. We got a bunch of energies for all our Volcanios. Yeah, this hand's actually better than the previous one that we had. That's nice. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to steam up twice here and then knock this out. Do I need to steam up twice? I only need to steam up once, right? Right, yeah, so this is 30, this is 60, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and attach an energy to here, and then power heater and knock this guy out, and attach the one energy in my discard pile to here. I'll go ahead and grab a prize. Yeah, Float Stone's not bad. Hey Ryan, if you're still here, does this deck need 3 Fighting Fury belts? It seems like it's a little bit much. I'm not even sure. I probably shouldn't have put the Fighting Fury belts in here. I feel like I'd almost rather have Float Stones on these guys. Put 2 Stadium cards from your discard pile into your hand. Flip a coin if heads, this deck does 40 more. Sure. And that's annoying. I kind of like my hand. Yeah, the faded towns have been a little bit medium as well so far. It could just be the decks we're playing against, but are there that many mega evolutions right now? Switch is a good draw. I think we're just gonna play Switch and then knock this guy out, right? Start on Trainer Mail. Actually, so we hit a Verse Seeker here. I think I'm actually going to Verse Seeker the Olympia, because I don't really want to play Sycamore this turn, I don't think. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to Verse Seeker the Olympia back to my hand. Okay, so maybe I should make some changes to this after the... So I can switch up my Volcanio here, and then I don't even need to heat up or anything like that. I can just, like, turn up the heat, I suppose. It's possible I should have played out an energy there, at least onto this, so I could retreat. Hey, another switch. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a third switch in this deck either. This card's been great. We keep, like, when I keep thinking about, like, what card I really want to draw, it keeps being switch. This has 150. What does this do? Why does this have reduced damage? Oh, it cannot attack, right. So I'm going to go ahead and switch here for this one. And then I'm just going to go ahead and steam up here. And then I got 23 cards in my deck, so I'm just going to go ahead and Sycamore here. as well grab some fresh ones. This really isn't doing anything, but this will make my guy do less damage. So I guess I'm just going to pass the turn here. Perhaps I'm supposed to play this energy out. Don't know if I'm supposed to play this energy out. Yeah, I'm just gonna knock this guy out. It's also possible I should start powering up this third Volcanion-EX. Got 151 people hanging out this afternoon. Welcome. I'd like to say thank you for choosing to spend part of your New Year's Day here with us. If it's your first time by the stream, my name is Jeff Hoagland. I'm a professional gamer of sorts. We stream all sorts of digital and paper TCGs here on this channel. If you're enjoying the content, I encourage you to show that support by using the follow or subscribe buttons below the stream. My Pokemon streams here for the month of January are being sponsored by the Super Rod Cast. They are a competitive Pokemon TCG podcast. You can find them on SoundCloud, iTunes, Facebook, and Twitter. Search the Super Rod Cast. So you can check them out for sure. It seems giving a listen to one of their episodes this morning. Another N, rough. I got a Verse Seeker, which is good. 180, yep. So I can just knock this guy out again too, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put an energy out on this now and start powering up this third Volcanio. But I'm just gonna go ahead. This has the experience here, so I'm gonna go ahead and Verse Seeker back my Olympia here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and Olympia up this. So this one can attack now, and then we'll go ahead and steam up here before we attack, so our attack will be lethal. Turn up the heat. Opponent concedes. Alright, well, got some stuff going on here. Ooh, we got a pack! Look at that! Let's make some changes to this deck. Gotta go to deck manager to do that. Let's edit this. Does anyone know what the stadium... There's a stadium that lets you discard fire energies to draw cards once per turn, right? Does anyone know what that's called? Scorched Earth. This card seems like it's worth playing in here. It seems better than the... These Faded Towns don't seem particularly great. Based on the decks that other people are playing right now. I don't know if I love these Parallel Cities either, honestly. I think there's probably one too many Fighting Fury Belts. After playing some games, I wouldn't mind another Switch. I think I'm gonna cut a belt for another Switch. It's like basically never have too many of those, it feels like. I'm gonna put 2 Scorched Earths in here. I think I'm just gonna cut both the Faded Towns. I'll leave the Parallel Cities for now because Rainbow Road is scary. And the Rayquaza deck is still kind of scary, so I want that as kind of a hoser for those at the very least. Yeah, I'm going to play the Parallel Cities. I think they're powerful enough of a hate card that I want them. So let's save this. Really, really pretty minimal changes. Alright, let's go ahead and play some more games here. I feel like we're starting to get a feel for the ins and outs of this deck. What are break cards? Break cards are kind of like upgrades for your Pokemon. They count as evolutions, but it's still the base Pokemon, and it gives it an extra attack, but it also keeps the base attacks of the bottom card. Often upgrades the hit points of the card. Okay, well, I'm glad we're going to get to draw next turn, because this hand really doesn't do anything right now. No Ultra Ball, no N, no Sycamore. DCE, Octillery, sure. So we get to draw 2 cards here before we get to draw an extra card because they mulligan with to draw a card for our turn. If you're enjoying the Pokemon content and you're looking for more and you're new to the channel, you should be sure to check out my YouTube. That's linked below the stream. All of my streams get archived on there, so you can check those out. Trainer Mail gives us a lot of draws towards something useful to get some stuff going here. Looks like our opponent's playing Rainbow Road. Yeah, Ultra Ball will get the ball rolling, in the most literal sense. Pretty happy to Parallel City my opponent on 1. Alright, we've got a Hoopa in here, so let's go ahead and grab that. So play Hoopa out, search this up, grab Shaymin and the 2 of the other 3 Volcanio-EXs. We'll put an energy on one of these guys, and then throw the Parallel City out there, and then Shaymin to draw some cards. The question is, do I want to energy up one of the ones on the bench, or do I want to energy the one that I have up here? I think I want to energy up one of the ones on the bench here. Yeah, perfect. Found a Float Stone. I'm just going to go ahead and slide Float Stone on here now, so that way I just have it for sure. I don't know what I need this Trainer Mail to get, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here, because I might need to get, like... I might want to get, like, a Lysandre with... Or I might want to get, like, a Sycamore with it. I might want to get an N with it. I might want to get a Switch, you know. My opponent might very well just N us on the first turn of the game and shuffle our hand back in anyways, and I'd like to have that Trainer Mail in my deck if they N us. Just like that. I haven't felt like I wanted a second Fisherman in the deck yet, but I'd be willing to I'd be willing to buy that. Maybe that's something we want. Opponent didn't have an energy to play. Well, that's good for us. Let's go ahead and get another Float Stone on this Volcanio. And then I think I'm just going to go ahead and Sycamore here. I want to find some energies, basically. Perfect. Let's start with Elixir and miss. Let's go ahead and put a Fighting Fury belt on here, and a Fighting Fury belt on here, and then we'll put... Let's go ahead and Trainer Mail. Yeah, let's Trainer Mail. Switch is a good one to have access to at some point. I think, however, Versus Seeker is a little bit more flexible. I have an Olympia in here, right? Yeah, so Versus Seeker is kind of like a Switch in a pinch. I'm going to go ahead and put, and I've got energies in here, right? Yep, 2. So we'll go ahead and retreat this for free because there's a float stone on it. And then we'll put this guy up here. And then power heater actually isn't going to do any damage because of our stupid thing here, right? Oh, it does 10 because of that, yeah. Let's put some energies on these dorks. Yeah, I'm aware. That's why I said Parallel City's extra awkward in this deck. I'm just playing a really strange Rainbow Road list. Probably just going to Sycamore again next turn so we can find some more energies. That's unfortunate. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on this Volcanion, I think. And then I'm going to Verse Seeker for Sycamore here, and then... I guess I could just switch this, and then this is doing 110 exactly and knock this out. But I feel like I'm likely to find a switch or a Float Stone. No, I've already got both my Float Stones out. Hopefully we find a switch in these 7 cards. Could be a gamble that we lose. We got a Trainer Mail as a redraw here. That's unfortunate. I'm just going to grab an N here. Yeah, maybe I should have just gone with the guarantee. I'll grab the Verse Seeker because that can be an Olympia for next turn. I can't do anything here, so hit done. We might even want a 3rd Float Stone in the deck, honestly. Alright, discarded that Skyfield, so we got extra bench slots now. So do they, though. Which makes this kind of scary, but unlocks our Shaymin. N, sure. Okay, still have the Verse Seeker, so that's nice. Alright, so we're just gonna knock this guy out. Let's Elixir, see if we find anything. Got one. Let's go ahead and suit up this Volcanion. I'm gonna go ahead and put an energy on here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and Verse Seeker for Olympia. Not getting greedy this time. And then we'll go ahead and Olympia back and put this guy up. And then this does 130, so we'll just go ahead and turn up the heat. Knock this Xeranas out. Ooh, Scorched Earth's a good pickup. It's going to knock my opponent's Skyfield off and allow us to draw some cards with these energies. I'm only timing that person out just on the off chance that's an innocent question, but that's more than likely a troll. If it's an innocent question, I apologize, but like that's not relevant to anything. Mistakes happen. They're playing like a non-EX version of Rainbow Road, basically. God, that's Lysander's annoying. Alright, at least we have Scorched Earth here to start cycling through stuff. Oh, wow, that's really good. Wow, that's shit. Ugh. Well, now we gotta draw something. Ninetales says we can't play stadium cards. Carbink. That's pretty good. A basic energy attached to your Pokemon can't be discarded. So, if we brick here, we're just going to have to start putting energies onto that. That's not a brick. Do I want to... Yeah, I'm going to play an energy out here just because it thins one out of my deck. And, like, worst case, I want to have 2 energies on this so I can just retreat it. So we could hit a switch here and then just knock these guys out. Unfortunately, we cannot play another... Gave my opponent a new hand with End there, but I think that was worth the chance of hitting switch. Okay, opponent has a DCE there. Double colorless energy. Nope, haven't touched an MB drill deck yet. All right, well, he gave us a switch, which is nice. Have I played my Lysandre yet? I haven't. So there's a Lysandre in my deck. So I think what I actually want to do here is play this switch out for this. And then I think I want to try and kill this Xeranis this turn. So I'm going to go ahead and steam up here. I'm actually going to play one of these energies out, actually. Yeah, I'm going to play this energy out on here and then steam up with this other one. And then hopefully this Shaymin hits a Lysandre or a Trainer Mail for a Lysandre. Draw 4. Well, we found Seeker, but unfortunately we have not played a Lysandre yet. So I guess we're just going to knock this guy out. I could Fisherman this turn and grab some energies back. 1 energy back to my hand. That doesn't do a whole lot. I don't have a 3rd Shaymin in my deck, so yeah, just go ahead and Volcanic Heat. So they've got 5 types on their bench right now, so this is going to do 170. So if they get 1 more type on their bench, they can knock out this Volcanion, but we've got another one here ready to go, and we've got a 3rd one almost set up. And after we knock this out with this next Volcanio, I'm not really sure they're going to have a lot going on. We cannot change the stadium. Ninetales says either player can't play stadium cards. No one can play stadium cards. The old Ninetales here. Do they not? If they don't have a fairy energy here, they're in a real bad spot. Alright, Sycamore likely gonna find a fairy energy. Yeah, Mew can use the attacks. I'm familiar with Mew. I'm aware. So it can also Rainbow Road us. Any of these other attacks matter? Charge order. Alright, so do you have another type of Pokemon? If they have another type of Pokemon here, they can knock this out. Right now they're doing 150 because they have 5 types plus 10 plus 10. Yep, so it's going to go ahead and knock out my Volcanion here. So knock me out by a lot. Okay. This up front here. Another Ultra Ball. Okay, so I'll play this out on there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and Fisherman here. We need to Fisherman so we have enough energies, actually. So we have enough damage, right? So we have to Steam Up to kill this. This has 160 health right now, and we're doing 130. So Steam Up makes it do 30 more. This is going to do 160. Make sure I'm not missing anything here. So it's 130. None of these things say you prevent damage, right? So this should just knock my opponent out. Yep. Hope everyone's having a good New Year's Day, good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your New Year's Day here with us, battling some Pokemon TCG. First time by the channel and you're enjoying the content, make sure you use those follow or subscribe buttons below to show your support for that. Choose, you're making me, I guess I could switch anyway, so it doesn't really matter. None of these have a free, so I guess I'll put up this one. Do they have energy for that? Do they have the DCE is going to be the real question. They have 4 prizes still, though, so they going to Lysandre me here? Yep. I have a Verse Seeker for an Olympia, though, so... Right, I have a Verse Seeker for an Olympia. Yeah. Max bench is 5 by default, but the Skyfield Stadium allows each player to have 8 Pokemon on their bench. Hey, or we can just draw a Switch. I think I'm actually going to burn the Verse Seeker on the Olympia here, just because I want to make sure I use a supporter every turn, essentially. Put up the one with the Float Stone on it. Volcanic Heat. Knock this dork out. If he has a DCE, they're going to be able to switch to Xeranis and then knock out our Volcanion next turn, but... C'est la vie. I don't think I attached an energy that turn. I probably should have attached an energy to this one, since I'm mostly one-hit KOing everything anyways. Survey says DCE. Yep. So they're going to get 2 prizes when they knock this out. Got a game going still. Yeah, Lysandre would be nice. Just a noob with the brand new subscription. Thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. Oh shit, are they gonna Lysandre me? What are you gonna not? You just getting Lysandre for next turn? That doesn't seem particularly great, right? What are we knocking out here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 180. This is doing 200 right now. This guy's got 220 hit points. He's got a Fighting Fury belt on it. Yeah, I don't understand that attack at all. That line doesn't seem like it was great. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna Volcanic Heat you, right? Not sure why we burned a Lysandre there. Just a noob, did you say anything? I don't see anything in chat here. I try to... He pulled a Jeff. I mean, there's no reason to, like, kill the other one, right? There was, like, one active that he could have just knocked out. And it's not like he could have switched to a different one and had lethal because he, what's it called? He had 4 prizes left. All right. Let's go ahead and buy some packs. Yes, I just Ryan said it right as I was thinking about it. We've got 600 coins. Let's buy some Roaring Skies packs. Rip some sweet Shaymins. Am I playing with or playing against? I am playing a competitive deck. My opponents are not always. A little hit and miss there. Rip. Shaymin. Articuno. Alright, sure. If your opponent's Pokemon is knocked out from damage by this active Pokemon, take 1 more prize card. That's sweet. Let's open a second, shall we? Shaymin. Hey-oh! Yahtzee! A true skill game we play. A true skill game we play. Let's open the third, shall we? Is it rude to ask for a second one? Shaymin. Ah, that's fine. 1 in 3, you know, whatevs. Got him. I'm gonna have to clip that one. I'm gonna have to. So someone that wants to clip that, you'd make my day. Clip me where we hit it at the end there. That would be nice. All right, we're gonna play 1 or 2 more games with the Volcanion deck, and then I'm gonna take off for a little while and get some lunch. Thanks everyone for hanging out here now while we play some Pokemon TCG. Cobland with the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you for the support. I do appreciate it. Welcome. Remember, if you're a subscriber, we have a subs-only Discord server where we talk about Magic and Pokemon and Hex and all sorts of different things. You can just bother me at any time of day if that's what you'd like, but I do it to make myself a little bit more accessible to the people that help support me, so be sure to check that out. You just need to go to discordapp.com and either link your existing account with your subscribed Twitch account or make a new one. Alrighty, nope, no extra bench Pokemon here. What is this? Houndoom-EX. Discard the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck. Sure. Attach an energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Neat. A regular Houndoom. Wait. Houndoom-EX and a regular Hound. Wait, are these the same thing? Only one's EX and one's not? This is Houndoom-EX. Oh, this is also... It was so light there, I missed it. Okay, yeah, different artwork, same thing. It's a mill deck, okay. I missed the EX part in the second one there. I missed the EX part in this one on the bench. A little slow. God, now, like, here's the awk part, right? Like, do I want to even play this Parallel City out? I don't think I do. I think I'm just playing the Shaymin. I'm gonna steam up here first and bin this. And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and Shaymin and not play this Parallel City because I don't really want to reduce my damage. And then we can steam up here with this. And then we can steam up here with this. And then we can go ahead and play Professor Sycamore here. Draw some more cards. Play a Fighting Fury Belt on here. Play out a Scorched Earth. Put a Fighting Fury Belt on this one too, I think. Yeah, putting a Fury Belt on one of these seems fine. I could discard this to draw 2 cards. Yeah, that seems fine. Go ahead and Max Elixir here. Start getting energies going on this. Go ahead and do that. Hit the old 120. Our hand actually doesn't have a lot of action going on now. Oh, I guess I have a Verse Seeker for Sycamore if I wanted. Steam Up allows us to discard a fire energy from our hand, and then our next fire attack does plus 30 damage this turn. So you have to discard an energy. Oh, did he discard one of my energies? Oh, he discarded from one of theirs. Sure, that doesn't seem great. Heal all damage from your Pokemon and discard all energies. Well, that's... Okay, so I gotta have to... Am I gonna have to one-shot this? I might have to one-shot this. Huh. Although I guess I can just, like, Lysandre this up next turn if I want. I'll run out of those. That's fair. Trainer Mail. See what we get. Elixir. Not bad. Brick. Yeah, I could probably afford to Sycamore at least once more. They are playing a mill deck, but I think we can go down to like 20 or so cards in our deck. That seems fine. One more fire energy. So, yeah, I'm going to put this on here. GG. Oh, Elixir Bricks, yep. I could Trainer Mail, but I don't think we're really working towards anything, so I'm just going to go ahead. Wait, why can't I? Oh! Oh, he took the energy off of here. Oh, God, I'm so dumb. I didn't realize he took the energy off of here. I thought he took the energy off of the one on my bench. Did he play 2 of those? Nope, Team Flare Grunt. Oh! Oh, I missed the Team Flare Grunt. Damn it. Damn it. I guess I can... No, I already played an energy for turn. Pass. Yep. That's a huge punt. Huge punt. Okay. Yep. God, that's unfortunate. Alright, we have energies at least. Go ahead and put this on here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and power heater. I don't really want to play anything, I don't think. Yeah. Put some energies on these. Now that this is ready to go, I might Trainer Mail next turn. So I got to do 190 to kill this, so that's Volcanic Heat with 2 Steam Ups. That's fine. Sure. How many switches do I have left in my deck? A bunch. Yeah. Oh, speak of the devil, and it will appear. So I could actually just. Well, this is actually really good for us. So I could switch here, and then I can Professor's Letter for 2 basics. How many energies are in here? Only 2. Yeah, Professor's Letter for 2 basics, which there are exactly 2 left in the deck. Get a feel for what's left in the deck here. Yep. Okay. And then we can steam up. This is 210 hit points. This is a Fighting Fury belt on it, right? That's it. So it's got 180 on it. So let's steam up twice, and then heat will knock it out. Oh, it's weak? Is this... I really need to read these cards better. Oh, this is a water type too. Ha! That makes sense. Okay, got it. Sure, didn't need to steam up. Look at that. I just need to pay better attention. Do I have an Olympia in here? Not played an Olympia yet. Trainer Mail to start then. Yep, grab a Float Stone. Let's go ahead and slide Float Stone onto here, and then retreat this for free. And then I'm going to go ahead and put an energy on this one, I think. And then, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Volcanic Heat this, knock it out. Super Rod, sure. What's the matter, Jake? Trainer Mail of their own. Okay, you can discard 1 energy attached to my guy. Wouldn't be surprised to see us get end here. They're trying to mill us out, so and they probably got more ends than Sycamores in their deck, honestly. Is this deck my opponent's playing a thing? Is this called Radicate Mill? Okay, there's a Fisherman. I've got 10 cards left in my deck. So, I could retreat this and knock out my opponent's Pokemon. I can go ahead and, like, Fisherman. That doesn't seem awful. I could also just use N here. Yeah, I'm gonna Fisherman. And retreat, I think. Yeah, I'm aware I can end to put more cards in my deck. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what sequence I want to do to knock this guy out. Yeah, I'm gonna retreat here, I think. And then go ahead and hit him with the heat here. Because it's weak for 260. Grab 2 prizes here. And then if he puts this up, actually, I can retreat this into this and then steam up. And then, no, that's not quite enough. Oh, I should have put an energy on this, perhaps? Yeah, I probably should have put the energy on here, and then I could Steam Artillery this. My opponent played N. Okay. Well, they're desperate. This adds a bunch of cards to our deck, so we're going to shuffle our hand back into our deck and then draw one card, so we have one prize. So we win if we hit a switch. Or, nope, that's not true. Yeah, we win if we hit a switch, right? Because if we hit a switch, we can switch to this and then retreat stone back and then knock this out. So I guess I'm going to do this, and then I've got 18 cards in my deck, so I'm just going to go ahead and Sycamore. Okay, yep, sweet. So switch will win the game. So we switch for this, and then use the retreat on here for this, and then this will be lethal when we use Volcanic Heat. Okay, sweet. Got him.